Hello, this is Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion, and we are in the top 10 articles of 2019 according to Gallup. This one comes in at number 3. What engaged employees do differently, published on September 14th. All right, well, we know the dismal results of employee engagement surveys. Around the world, it's around 15%. Terrible numbers. In the U.S., we do a little bit better at 33% engagement. So still 2/3 of our workforce are disengaged. Now, the big question is, what do those 33% do differently than others? Well, Gallup has found a lot of patterns in unique behavior unique to highly engaged employees. So what are they? Well, number one, they found that engaged employees, despite challenges and barriers, are able to not let problems become an excuse for inaction or destroy their ability to perform. Something about engaged workers allows them to push through to get results. Number two, they seek ways to operate at their very best. So they focus on their strengths and they don't really spend a lot of time worrying about things that they don't do well. So that's number two. Number three, they're very intentional about their engagement. They have a plan. They very independently and proactively improve their engagement through planning and effort. And number four, they take accountability for their performance. They don't blame other people. They don't try to push things off to someone else. They take independent accountability. Now, are employees the only ones responsible for their own engagement? We know the answer to that as well. Of course not. Managers have a huge role. And if you've listened to any of these Gallup related videos, you know that managers account for 70% of the variance in employee engagement. Manager role is absolutely critical. And usually the manager is either an engagement creating coach or an engagement destroying boss. And engaged workers don't need a boss, and they don't want a boss. They want a coach so that they can seek out their advice, their assistance, their advocacy, and ways to improve on their performance. Now, this difference is noticeable in a very, very unique way. Coaches individualize while bosses generalize. We know that all people have very innate qualities that enable them to excel in very particular, very specific ways. So matching those particular strengths with a task or a role then can create extraordinary performance outcomes. And then employees who work towards those strengths tend to be much more engaged than other employees. Generalization simply blurs all of those differences. Now, the article, and I'm not going to go into a lot of this detail, the article goes into what do those manager coaches do best? Well, they employ the Socratic method, which is just a fancy way of saying they ask really, really good questions. Questions that stimulate reflection and critical thinking to help their workers think through challenges and solutions, analyze their performance, and plan a better approach to their work. And that's it. That's number 3. If you like management-related articles like this, please subscribe to Human Fusion, and we'll keep you up to date on all the latest trends that are affecting you as a manager and your management practice.